Okay, this is Category 4, and this is my top 5 PS2 fighting games. So these are going to be my favourite fighting games for the PS2, top 5. They're not going to be numbered in any order, so just take them all on as my favourites. And any game that I've chosen from, I can only choose a single game from a series, so I can't choose like a whole series like all Street Fighter games, all Tekken games, all Soul Calibur games. I can only choose one game from each of those series. And if it's a collaboration game, say between Namco and Capcom, Marvel, Capcom, that kind of stuff, that counts as a different separate game entirely, okay? Right, so I'll begin with, since the announcement of the new one of this game coming out, I thought I'd talk about this one. One of my favourites, Digimon Rumble Arena 2 on the PS2. It also came out for the GameCube and original Xbox as well. Now I've got the first game of this, and I played the first one a lot, and then when I finally got this game, I was really happy. The amount of characters in it, how it played, how they've upgraded everything, updated everything. It was a really good game. I'm using a lot of the original characters, the main ones from some of the other series, and then implementing the new characters from the latest series into it. This is one of my favourite fighting games. Really enjoyed it, spent a lot of time playing it. Love it. And the newest one, which I will talk about in another, I want to talk about in another video if I ever get around to it, or just get off my lazy ass and do it. A new one's coming out for the PS3. I know it might be coming out for maybe the next gen stuff, maybe Xbox 360. I'm not sure. If you just search it, you'll find out. It doesn't right now. Kind of not completely feeling it, but you know, I don't know. There might be more stuff about it released later, which will turn my head for it. Alright, the next one is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 on the PS2. This is actually an Italian version, but it plays in English. Good thing, because I live in the UK, Region 2, or PAL region, technically, for games. I got this for my birthday a few years ago from my auntie, because I wanted it. Because I've got Raging Blast 1 and 2, a few on the PS1, one going on the PS3, all around, and I wanted one for the PS2 to play. And I knew what Budokai was like. It was in a closed space and stuff, and I wanted one that you can free roam a little bit, like in Raging Blast. So I got this because I looked at the character roster, and it was the best one out of the series, so definitely one of my favourites. And I couldn't decide between this one and Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja 5. But I went with this one because I played this more, and yeah, I prefer this a little bit more to it, but they're both very close, I think, in my opinion, to me. Next one I'm going to go on is about a single game from a certain series, Tekken V for the PS2. I've played the Tekken games for years. I've got, I think, almost all of them. Just like one or two odd games missing. But yeah, Tekken 5 I'm going to choose because it was the later one out of the PS2 series, and it had the most characters. Introduced Raven, one of my favourite characters to play in. And this is the game I actually got interested in the story a little bit. So when I played the other ones, I took in the story a little bit, didn't really focus on it or remember it much. This one I remembered a decent amount of the stories, and I really enjoyed it. And now when I play the game, other games now, I take in the story a bit more. So yeah, my favourite one out of that series. Out for the PS2 days. Another one I got, luckily, I think luckily anyway, because I played the second one of this game on PS1 on my PSP a while back, and I found this, which is Bloody Roar 3, one of my favourite PS2 fighting games. The look of it, the character designs, the way it plays, really enjoyable game. And I think there is a fourth one. I can't remember if it's in the UK on PS2, sorry. But if it is, if I can get it for a good enough price, I will get Bloody Roar 4, because the third one is really good. Really good. Definitely in my top list of 5 favourites, definitely. I'd recommend you check out the game, check out the series, have a look around. I really want to get the fourth one if I can, maybe the first two on PS1 if I can. But that's not really a major need for me right now, but a really good series to check out. And the next one is, I found in a charity shop, and I was looking in a charity shop. It was a bit before I had class to go to at college, and I had to look around just to fill up some time before I had to go in, and I found this game luckily for about £2, which is pretty cool, which is Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is a game I've wanted for quite a while. I played the game, all the other games from the Marvel vs. Capcom series, apart from Ultimate MVC 3. I haven't played the Ultimate version of that yet, but the others I've played. So the first one, this one obviously, the third one, and the special edition of the first one released in Japan as well. I played that, and this is my favourite one out. Of that series. The third one did some stuff that I liked, but the second one's got more characters. The moves are really good and stuff. If they incorporate the second one and the third one a little bit more, definitely this would be one of my favourite fighting games of all time. But right now it's got a few things that doesn't make it perfect, but a really good game to play, and so it's definitely in my top 5 favourite games to play, as it definitely has one of my favourite characters to play as Mega Man, one of my favourite, and I'm looking forward to him in Smash Brothers as well. So yeah, that was my top 5 PS2 favourite games. There's some other games that I would have shown, but I don't think they were my top 5, round about my top 5. But I will do lists on probably my PS1 games, Xbox 360, GameCube if I've got enough fighting games, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you want a list of, give me your list, tell me any games you think are pretty good that maybe I should have put in, that I should check out. Go ahead. This is Category 4 saying thank you for watching, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Thank you and goodbye.